Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 15th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Father's Day out there so far. Everybody has a great Sunday night, getting the night mixed up. Hope everybody can stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because the only weather you got. Okay, it's a nice video. We're going to be taking a look at which is, you can see a little bit of rotation here. This was the remnants of Tropical Storm Delilah. Continue to kind of fall apart as it continues to move westward. This system here has a 80 to 90% chance of development over the next 2 to 7 days. This will be our next tropical system here in the eastern Pacific. We can see another system here across Central America, scattered activity across the Yucatan Peninsula down to the southern portions of the Gulf, also across Mexico, scattered activity across South America, a little bit in the Caribbean Sea, up toward the Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic area, and also Haiti. I got a trailing cold front extending from the north central tropical Atlantic all the way down into central and southern South Carolina, all the way back toward Louisiana and Texas. More activity there as well, bringing some severe weather along this corridor here as well, and also some up here along the mid-Atlantic in Virginia to portion of West Virginia, bringing some lots of flooding rain to you guys in that area. Also some activity across Missouri to Illinois to Indiana, all the way up toward Minnesota. More activity from northern portions of Mexico through Colorado all the way up into Montana. More activity in Idaho, back into Oregon State as well. Another system here will be moving into Washington, Oregon State as well. You can see another little flare up of thunderstorms and showers in the eastern Pacific, but that will continue to push westbound as all this activity here will continue to push west. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, here's your Monday forecast. You can see we've got some critical fire weather problems over here in portions of southern Nevada, Utah, and also portions of Arizona. Some severe weather up here in portions of Montana to Wyoming to South Dakota to Minnesota to Wisconsin to Iowa to Nebraska. A little bit of mixed precipitation in portions of Wyoming and Montana. Otherwise, we have thunderstorms and showers for portions of Washington, Oregon State, to Idaho to Montana to Dakota, portions of Colorado to Kansas to Texas, a little bit of New Mexico, all the way down into the Gulf of America, all the way down into portions of Florida Keys, so the Florida region, also through Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Atlantic coastal waters, all the way up to Pennsylvania, to Ohio, also in the portion of Indiana, Illinois, also in the portion of Lake Superior, northern Michigan, South Canada, a little bit of shower activity from New York State to Vermont and New Hampshire to Maine, and a little bit in southeastern Canada region as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Monday. Alright, here's your Tuesday outlook. You can see we got a little bit of mixed precipitation in a portion of Montana to Wyoming to northern Colorado. Some severe weather for eastern Colorado to Kansas to Missouri to Iowa, a little bit in southeast Nebraska. You've got some heavy rain and flash flooding over a portion of Iowa and Missouri and also Illinois. Otherwise, we got a little bit of shower activity, mixed precipitation also in Washington State with thunderstorms and showers elsewhere from southern Canada to portions of Montana, all the way down to portions of Colorado to Texas to the Gulf of America, all the way down into portions of the Florida Keys, Florida Big Bend, Florida Panhandle to Mississippi, central and eastern Florida, the Atlantic coastal water from Georgia all the way to Maine, also in the portions of New Brunswick, southeast Canada, around Toronto, Canada, Ottawa, Canada, also around Michigan, Lake Superior, Lake Huron region as well, and the portion of Minnesota, Wisconsin. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, let's move on to your current watch and warning advisory map for your located across the nation. Alright, you can see here we got some special weather statement for Maine. We got a lot of flash flood warnings and flood advisories, and also flood watches in effect for portion of Pennsylvania, southeast Ohio, much of West Virginia, also in the portion of Virginia, northern North Carolina. You got some severe thunderstorm warnings there. Special weather statement for southeast North Carolina. We even got some special marine warnings along the coastal areas of North Carolina as well. More flood advisory, flood warnings in effect for portion of Missouri. Also more flash flood warnings there as well, and also in the portions of Arkansas, where river flood warnings still continue for Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, also Mississippi, Louisiana, East Texas. Special weather statement for Central Texas, Central and Southern Texas area. Even got some severe thunderstorm watching with ongoing severe thunderstorm warning for Western Texas to areas of New Mexico, also in the portion of Colorado, portions of Nebraska, Kansas, also in the portions of Montana. Even got some high wind warnings in effect there as well for portions of southern areas of Wyoming. We even got some special weather statements and heat advisory for portions of Arizona and also New Mexico. Excessive heat warning for a portion of Arizona, southern California, southern Nevada, western Nevada. Also, we got some red flag warnings also in effect for you guys here in northern Arizona, much of Utah, portion of Colorado region as well, and also a little bit in portion of Nevada with wind advisories also expected there as well. Alright, small craft advisory gale warning from Southern California to Oregon State. Central and South California, same deal. North side looks good. We're also around the Alaska region. We also have some heat advisories, also some red flag warnings, and some areas of flood watches in effect for northern Alaska. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is your Monday outlook here. Alright, you can see we have general thunderstorm for portion of West Virginia, around Roanoke to Columbia to Miami to areas of Corpus Christi to Fort Stockton to Boise, Idaho, and Great Falls, Montana. Marginal risk from Bismarck down to Woodward, and then we have a Billings to Lincoln all the way to Duluth, slight risk, and enhanced risk just south of Valentine, west of Norfolk, then Sioux City up to Minneapolis. Enhanced risk of severe weather for your Monday. Tornado probability looks like this. We have a 5% up here around Minnesota, also in the portions of Wisconsin, 2% there from Duluth to just east of Casper, Valentine, Norfolk, you included, Minneapolis, and also to Sioux Falls. You're in that 5% risk. Alright, damaging winds look like this. 5% from Bismarck to Woodward, 30% just south of Valentine across Nebraska, and then 15 from Billings all the way to Minneapolis to La Crosse. Alright, let's take a look at the large hail. It's going to look like this. You can see the large hail looks pretty significant across Minnesota, back in the portions of South Dakota, and then back in the portions of Sheridan, just southeast of Billings. 5% in Billings down to Woodward to Green Bay to Bismarck, and then like I say from Sheridan all the way to Valentine to Duluth, 15% risk area for large hail. Alright, let's move on to day number 3. Okay, it's going to look something like this. You can see we have day 3. Still got a marginal risk up around Roanoke to Richmond, Virginia. Charleston, West Virginia, just east of you guys. Also La Crosse down to Fort Steele, Rapid City, Casper, marginal risk, Garden City to Delmont, and then around Wichita, enhanced risk probability looks like this. 5% over here in West Virginia and Virginia. Then again from Wyoming to Oklahoma to Wisconsin, and then there's that 15% across Nebraska all the way over to Missouri, and also a portion of Iowa, and there's that 30% risk over portion of Wichita area of Kansas. That's where the significant severe weather looks to occur. Alright, let's move on to day number 4. We have a 15% risk from Springfield all the way to Detroit, Chicago, Fort Wayne, Pierre, Springfield, Hannibal, Jefferson City. You're included. St. Louis, Missouri. You're also included in that 15% risk area. Day number 5, it shifts eastward. Like I said last night's video, we got a 15% from around Scranton, Pennsylvania to Philadelphia to Washington, D.C., Baltimore, also down to Richmond, Virginia, and also Roanoke, Virginia as well, just east of Charleston, West Virginia. This shift could shift a little further to the south or a little further to the north. We'll continue to monitor that, but right now the Storm Prediction Center is just going with this area here at the time being. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Sunday evening, folks. Take care, and happy Father's Day one more time. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Sunday evening, folks, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got.